morning. Today is one of those early morning hustle days with my friend, so I managed to drive myself out of bed. First off, I'm going to squeeze in some interpreting practice during this early hour, and I'll be using this audio clip today. One of my goals this year was to take the U1 English proficiency test, but unfortunately, the day clashes with a wedding and a trip, so I found out I won't be able to take the test. It's such a bummer, especially since I was so motivated to get back into studying for a certification. And someone asked me about my qualifications before, and when it comes to English related ones, I have ACAN Grade 1, TOEIC, TOEFL, and the National Tour Guide Interpreter License. The most recent one I got was the Tour Guide License. The ratio that you can pass the test is around 10%, and it's pretty intense, but I somehow passed on my second try. And since I already had taken ACAN Grade 1, I got exempted from the English part. So I can't give super helpful tips on that, but based on the past papers I did, geography and history were hands down the toughest sections. I actually failed my first try because I bombed those parts. There's a lot of content tied to tourism, so not just history and famous spots, but also food ingredients and traditional crafts come up in detail. Personally, I think the best way to prepare is to go through every page of guidebooks aimed at foreign tourists.
African leaders of the bank had for a long time. Yes, but if you take a look at what we've done, that is just people that have just making
So lately, I've finally got into the habit of working out, and when I go a few days without going to the gym, I start to feel a little restless. It's kind of like studying. Before I start, I tend to overthink things and imagine how it should be. But once I actually get into it, I'm able to just take it one step at a time. I feel like I'm making progress. I don't feel as anxious, and it really made me realize that whatever it is, it's always better to just give it a try. Good morning, it's day 2 and it's around 7:30 right now. I'm about to get ready and head out for the morning study session. Last night I stayed up super late watching Netflix and spiraling about life, so I ended up going to bed around 3 a.m. But surprisingly, I woke up without a problem, so I'm gonna ride that wave and head out to study. As usual, I'm gonna be studying English, and I will do some video editing as well during this time, and I'm meeting up with a friend later, so I will study until then. Starting off with some consecutive interpreting practice using a podcast. I like to do the more mentally demanding tasks in the morning while my brain is still fresh. That said, I'm definitely feeling a bit sleep deprived and sluggish today.
声拾うはマジで拾う。
Good morning, it's 7 a.m. I woke up a bit early today, starting with the shadowing practice. It's been a while, but today I'm using a TED Talk. I usually practice with fast-paced stuff like news or interviews with heavy accents, so today's audio is way easier on the ears. And if you train yourself with high difficulty stuff regularly, everything else starts to feel more manageable. So there was a time when I watched videos on YouTube in 2x speed all the time, both in Japanese and English, just to train my ears to handle the fast speed speech. Today's morning study session is going to be simultaneous interpreting and vocab review, so I'm going to push as far as I can. It's actually mid-April and Golden Week is just around the corner. And because of work, I couldn't take a super long break, but I do have some days off here and there. So my plan is to use those days for self-care, like going to the hair salon or getting massage. And there's also a concert from my favorite band, so I'm hoping to recharge there too. There was a time when I tried to incorporate all sorts of study methods, but I ended up not finishing anything properly. So lately, I've been trying not to spread myself too thin. And right now, these are the main things I focus on. First, shadowing. Second, simultaneous interpreting practice. And third, reading newspaper articles. And of course, I do the reviewing of vocabulary when I came across during study sessions by adding them into my vocab app. And I try to keep it to just these areas. Of course, there are other things I'd like to do, but I know I'd get overwhelmed if I add too much. Once I feel like I have a more capacity, I'll think about expanding my routine again. Even just shadowing, interpreting, and reading already cover a wide range of English skills, so I feel like it's already enough for now.